Welcome back, everyone. Today we're going to make a smiley face in Freecad. Let's begin. First step, make a new document. Select Part Design Workbench. New sketch. OK. Circle. Select the middle. Notice how it turns yellow when you hover, which means it'll lock in to that point. Click once, move your mouse, click again. The circle tool is still selected. Click over here, move, click. Same over here. The middle. And another one. This will be your smiley face. So that's the beginning. So 3 big circles and 2 little circles. Let's finish the mouth. Initially, what the arc tool is it looks like this. It starts from the center. Select the little black arrow to the right of it. Endpoints and rim point. This allows you to draw it in a different kind of way where it kind of branches off from a point instead of from the middle. Let's go over here. And just kind of, let's zoom in a little bit. Kind of go a little bit past the 2 lines you made. Just kind of go click, click, and then just kind of loosely do an arc. So just make sure it goes kind of past it a little bit, like that. Over here, just generally get in the same direction. Just again, click, perpendicular, or just it can always be changed. Click and click. So it's 2 arcs like that. Now let's trim the parts that we don't need. Select the trim tool, little X right there, and select the top parts. The trim tool, now the reason why we extended the arc so it's past the line is, think of it like water. If it was like inside, it would just keep it looks for a line that breaks it. And if there's no line that breaks it, even sometimes if you think it's on it, it's not on it. So by going past it, it'll definitely trim. All right, next step, let's connect these 2 together. Right click to deselect. Let's zoom in and focus in on it. Highlight these 2 points. That point, and select the coincident constraint. Now it's not this point. These are points and drawings. These are drawing tools. This right here, the bold red tools, these are called constraints that allow you to bring precision to your drawing, like bringing points together and making things equal and symmetrical and all that. So once you draw a box to select both points, select the coincident constraint, and they connect the 2 points together. Same over here, just make sure the box selects these 2 points and coincident. Let's do the same thing over here. Right click to move over, scroll to zoom, draw a box to the left, mouse button, and coincident. And coincident. Now it looks kind of janky. To fix it, the center point will kind of move it like that, and you can also drag the edge of it as well as the points. So between the points, see how if you drag the point, it's like this, so if you drag it up, it kind of smooths it out. Looking good. Do the same over here. That looks pretty good, actually. If you drag the edge, the whole thing gets larger. If I drag the point, it just kind of focuses on that side as well as this. And the center point will kind of change the size of that circle. Good, but it's not symmetrical. To fix that, let's first get rid of this line right here. Just click it and delete it. Press the delete key on the keyboard after you select it. It actually says delete. And notice how these points are all kind of not centered, and these are all these points are based on this circle, and this circle. Highlight all 3 by drawing a box and select the coincident again to center everything. Next, let's make these points symmetrical to the axis here, the y-axis. So select the center point, the axis, and the center point over here. And now this is going to be the symmetry constraint. Click. So now if you move this around, let's move this, it will be symmetrical to itself. And see how it's not really doing well. You can also try this. You can click it, press delete to get rid of it. Let's try these points, that point, and that point. Or you can do this edge and this edge. But let's just do this point. I think it's just points for now. Point, sorry, edge, edge, axis, symmetry. That looks a little better. Alright, so if you move this point, it looks symmetrical. You can also move this around. You can move this line around to make it customized. Let's do the same thing with the eyes. So center point, axis, center point, symmetry. Now if you move them, they'll move together. Let's now make both circles the same size. When you move one, the other will move likewise. So edge, click the edge, turns green, another circle. And instead of this one, we're going to do the equal, which will make them equal sizes. So if you move one, the other one moves with it. And they're symmetrical, so like that. And you can also make the size of the face different. So everything is dynamic with this face. And it should be good. Now if it's, yeah, that should be fine. When you're done, click close. And if you have these tools, if they're available to you, click the pad button, or you can click tasks, pad. Drag it over a little bit, rotate, and then you can increase the length of the pad. And that's how you do a smiley face.